My name is Nadia. I work as a senior international admissions evaluator at the University of Missouri. I've been a citizen for the last 11 years. I've been struggling for 16 years since 9/11, and for my luck, I came to the States 3 months before 9/11. So I got the whole dose of, backlash of being unwanted here. And yet I stayed. I stayed not because I wanted to stay, because, as people say, it's the land of opportunity and my dream is going to be here. I stayed because I had a son. During my first year here, I gave birth to my son, and he's an American citizen. And this is where he grew.
Nadia and her husband have lived in the United States for 16 years. Although she's faced many hardships here, she's managed to love it.
So the more I lived here, the more I started to love this place and learned to love it. I wasn't born here, but I started to love this place, love my house, love my community, love the streets.
Nadia tried her best to love life, but life did not always love her back.
After the elections, we were traveling, my son and I, from his school, Jefferson School, to home, and at the intersection of Stadium and Providence, a huge rock was thrown at my car. My son freaked out like crazy, and he couldn't hold himself. And I'm like, we're gonna be fine, don't worry. Locked the car, stayed at the stoplight, and told him to tuck or hide underneath. And he did. And for probably 60 seconds, I'm looking around me, and it's like trying to see, was that a bullet? Was that a rock? What was it? And when I got home, I saw that the roof of my car was scraped. So it was not an acorn, it was a rock. So it's really tough, it's hard, especially after the elections, because the hate rhetoric is just got more and more, and people looks like they were waiting for a permission to practice their hate. So it's getting really harder for us, especially for a person who wears the hijab and easily identified.
These harsh experiences did not hold her back. However, they inspired her to fight back.
It was at the time of the march, before the march. It was on the 20th, January 20th, and we did it here. And I did a very simple speech. It was not prepared for. It's just my true emotions, how I felt. And basically, I just spoke about the reality of Muslims. It's like what's happening. I said that I know that I bother you with that piece of cloth on my head, but I'm not going to take it off. I know that media keeps on telling you that every Muslim is a terrorist and every terrorist is a Muslim. So no, that's not true. And I kept on going on emotional stuff. Also, my kids are hiding their identity, and it's an actual study. We have
Nadia has some advice for the Columbia community.
They need to be willing to change their views, or at least accepting that there are people here who are exactly like you, they are citizen like you, who are different than you. So they have to be accepting, they have to be willing, they have to be open-minded, and they have to try to know.
From the University of Missouri, I'm Kayla Johnson.